Well, hi there. I hope the sound is okay on this video. I'm actually driving right now. It's a Sunday afternoon after church, and I'm taking a drive. Got a nice coffee and take a nice drive in my town. Happen to live in a really wonderful town where we're right on the water on the Atlantic Ocean. My house is 5 minutes from the Atlantic and from beaches, and so I'm going down to a little spot right by the water. It's a site of a fort that was used in the founding of our nation, where some battles were fought, and I believe the British ships were right outside the town here, and the local residents fought them off at one point. So, but that's not what I wanted to talk to you about today. What I wanted to talk to you about is the Olympics, because the Olympics just started a couple days ago, and I don't know if you've heard, but about the mockery they made in the opening ceremonies about Jesus, about Christianity, by having the drag queens do the recreate the Last Supper. And I've actually seen more things that they've done on some videos that I saw about the person coming in on the white horse. And anyway, that's another story. But I just wanted to talk to Christians today about what will finally make us stand up to support the Word of God. You know, someone once said the only thing needed for evil to succeed in the world is for the good people to do nothing. And it's debatable who the good people actually are. But what do? We've got the other side standing up for what they believe in. They're causing riots in the streets. They're marching on the town halls. They're blocking traffic. And I notice that the Christians always say, oh, that's terrible. Can you believe the sign of the times and everything? But the Christians don't do anything about it. They're not doing anything. And I mean, I'm guilty of the same thing to an extent. But this thing that just bothered me this week is the opening of the Olympics. I watched the opening for the first time probably in 30 years. I remember when I was a kid, we watched the Olympics. We only had 3 channels, and we watched the Olympics. That was a big deal. And I remember seeing the 1980 hockey team. I'm looking for a parking place right now. I'm driving around the parking place right at the ocean. And I remember we watched the 1980 American hockey team win. And I don't even like hockey, but it was such a momentous time, one of the greatest times in the history of sports, when they were the underdogs and they won. And I think the whole world was watching it. And I know they even made a movie about it. I think it was called Miracle. But anyway, with that said, I saw this thing that they did to mock Christians in France. And you know, I had actually decided I was going to try to watch some of the Olympics this year, because it had been so long, and I said, well, maybe I'll support the kids who are out there for the most exciting to that point of their life, and I'll watch the Olympics. And then I heard what happened, and I decided, no, I'm not going to do it. And I feel bad for all the young athletes who weren't involved in that and who just want to support their nation and compete. But I don't think it's worth it. Supporting something that was so anti-God, anti-Christian. And I wonder how many Christians are saying that now, because I know that a lot of Christians are saying, yeah, that was terrible and we shouldn't support it. At the same time, they've got the television on watching the games. So my question to you is, at what point will you take a stand? What would it take in our world for you to take a stand? Because I don't think things could get much worse in our country and in our world. But yet Christians just keep saying how bad it is, and they're not doing anything about it. So that's something I'd like you to think about today. What would it actually take for you to take a stand? That's all. That's all I wanted to say today. Just as Christians, I think we should think about that and draw the line somewhere along the way. So that's my 2 cents for today. Just think about it.